Hello and welcome. You join me once again on Gran Turismo 7 and there's yet another new time trial to try. So I'm going to give it a go, make a little video, try get a decent goal time, but I think this one might be quite tricky. I know this track came out quite a long time ago on the game, but I really don't know it very well at all. I've done probably about 20 laps of it since it came out, so I'm not overly familiar and I can't really remember it straight off, so I might take a lap or two to actually remind myself of the track. But we'll bang the Ghost on, give me something to follow. I think this is pretty new, this time trial. I looked the other day and there wasn't a new one, so I think it's only been out a day or two, if that. Anyway, it's in the Lancer Evolution 3 GSR 95 Mitsubishi Lancer. And yeah, it's a where's the name of the track? Can't see it anywhere. Eiger Nordwand. Probably saying that completely wrong, but Eiger Nordwand. So let's give it a go. Got the world's fastest time on us, the Ghost, which is always slightly depressing because I never get anywhere near beating it. But I like using it because it gives me some kind of idea of where I should be braking, etc., etc. and the lines I should maybe taking, especially on this track because I don't know it very well. Oh, kinda remember that last corner. That last corner is horrible. Right, here we go. See how we do. Let's just try and get a lap in to start with. Oh god, I've broke too late. If you're out braking the Ghost, that's the fastest time in the world, you broke too late. Right, okay, so nice and early on the brakes in this car then. Mistake number one on the first corner. Didn't even get through the first corner before crashing. So it goes sometimes. God, I hate this track. This is gonna take me like 5 weeks to be able to get a time in. Is it fast? Is it slow? I think it's fast, but then you're braking. Alright, so you start turning in and kind of start braking as you're turning in. So ready for the later apex of the next corner. Right, got it. Trying to feel my way around the lap. Ghost is that far away, I can't really see what he's doing now. I could definitely probably go faster through there. Is this flat? I really don't know this track. This is going to be hard, and then this is quite a sharp corner as I found out. Oh, not that sharp though. You've got to carry the speed into that so you can brake and hook it up for that second apex. Right, okay, I've learnt something, I don't know what, but I've learnt a little bit that lap, and I've gone late on the brakes again. Can I get it stopped? Just not fast, but I got it stopped, kept it on the track. Oh my god, how slow does the Ghost go through there? Right, this car's not the best at handling. The speed you have to go through these corners at, feels like you're just crawling. We're half a second up on our last lap, which isn't saying much, but we'll go with it. The brake's quite early into here to get that late apex. Back on the power nice and early. Can I hold it? Oh, just got enough grip to stay on. It was understeering towards the wall. Whew, that was close. This is quite fast, I think. How fast is it though? God, the car's so bad with understeer, or am I just driving it too fast? It's very limited on the front end though. It's got no real bite to the front tyres. Feels very understeery. 4-wheel drive, of course, if I'm not mistaken. I would expect it to be. Right, so I've got a 117 actual, managed to get a lap in, and I've outbroke myself again! Oh god! It's not scary at all, just heading towards that wall in a straight line, wondering whether you're going to stop or not. It's definitely how you do it. I'm braking way too, well not way too late, marginally too late into that first corner, but putting myself in trouble straight away. As soon as I get that first corner right, I'll improve my lap, guaranteed. I haven't even got it right yet. Right, let's get a feel for these, because these are quite tricky little corners as well. So I just need to be able to scrub off the speed enough to be able to get it turned in for the second apex. Cut the corner a little bit, it didn't cut my lap. Didn't tell me that I've cut the corner, so you can take that nice and tight. That's good to know. I'm guessing people, if you're watching this, you've probably done more laps of this track than me, so you know it. So you're probably thinking, what's he on about? He should know where he's going here. But like I say, I've done some laps of it. I'm not going to lie, but it was a long time ago. It was months and months ago when it first came out, I think, actually. There was like a time trial on it then, and I think that's the only time I've really done it. That's the only time I've ever been on this track. Right, I'm going to brake early this time. I've broken earlier than the Ghost, but I'm still struggling to get it stopped. Better though, look, we're closer. God, the understeer's horrific on this car. You've just got to wait and wait and wait. Oh, no, just have a quick snooze. Has it gripped yet? Has it gripped up yet at the front? Oh no, right, I'll just go back to sleep again. Wake up again. Yeah, oh, just about got a bit of front grip. Yeah, back on the accelerator. We can actually go somewhere. Thank you. It's horrific with the front. You've got to go cruising everywhere to get any kind of steering to happen. Scrub off all your speed, it feels like. Obviously, it is what it is. Everyone's in the same car for the time trial, so everyone's got to do the same thing. It's tricky to turn in, definitely. I'm missing that apex by a mile. I could definitely be a bit neater there and be powering up this hill a lot better than I've been. Trying to pick out where I could be going faster. I could go deeper into here, head towards that house and then turn it in. Bit too early, a bit too keen on the accelerator for the last corner. Understeering it wide, surprise, surprise. Right. So before you get to those people on the left-hand side, I'm going to start braking. There's two or three spectators stood in red, or marshals. Start braking before I get to them. Just before I get to them as my braking point. This track is horrific. Why did they think this were a good idea to put this in the game? I know it's an old track from the old Gran Turismos, but like, surely you could come up with something a bit better. Do we need an old track if it's this bad? I mean, people might like it, but it's a bit of a strange circuit. I don't mind it myself, to be fair. Can't imagine it being great for racing though. It's very much like a one single line that's fast, and you're going to be slow if you're not on it, so it'll be hard to overtake on. So you'll get an overtake done and then probably just get re-overtaken back because you've completely gone off the line and lost all your speed somewhere because of it. Right, let's roll it through. That was better, that was better. Still need to turn in though. That's better through the middle part of that last corner. 6/10 off my last lap, not too bad. So we're on to a 116.3. Get down into second gear for the exit. I didn't do it wrong on that corner, I was just very slow through the first corner then. That second corner's horrible. You just feel like you're waiting for ages. I wouldn't mind, they're slightly cambered than these corners as well, so they should actually be slower than this if they were flat. Cambered corner normally means you can carry a bit more speed into it, so it kind of holds you on the road a bit better. Just physics. Oh, don't do it to me. Oh. For some reason, I don't want to go heavy on the brakes at there because I don't want to scrub off too much speed, but then I'm not braking heavy enough, so there's mistake number one, not actually braking it enough. I need to get this corner right, so lift off, get it turned in. Whoa, wait wide on the exit. I'm actually losing time on my delta, so that wasn't amazing. Could do with going like deeper into that first corner to get a better exit on the second apex, but quite tricky to do, and as soon as I try to go too deep I'll mess it up, so this corner is horrible. You just like brake into it and then wait and wait and wait and wait and then wait a bit more. It's not an improvement so far. I'm over a 10th down on my fastest time so far. Right, let's move this corner out. Don't hit the barrier for a start. That was close. So better exit out up the hill? No. I felt like I smoothed that out quite nicely, but obviously it wasn't very fast in me doing so. Right, better, I was closer to the actual apex. It was a better line than I've been doing, so not a great lap, but I'm still learning on it. Still trying to execute the corners I've struggled with a bit better than I've been doing, even though I'm not going to improve. Right, so 2/10 off in the end, not too far off my fastest lap, but not amazing. No need to get loads of power on the exit of that corner really, because you're going absolutely nowhere before the next one. Just dared to touch the throttle mid-corner and it understeered me onto a crap line. This car's hard to drive. Really, like I said, really limited on the front. Which makes it difficult to get turned in the way you want it to be. I'm not sure about gearing either. I might be shifting a bit too early, a bit too late. I'm not sure how you really maximise this car. It always seems to be in GT, in Gran Turismo, that it's like there's a little technique to every car of where to shift the for the maximum speed out of it. It's not always that obvious either. Sometimes you think you'd rev it out, but you don't. So this lap's already void, which means I'm going to do an absolute belter because it doesn't count. Nowhere I've been going wrong into that one. I need to brake a bit later and use the camber. Like almost brake into the camber and use it to help you get it stopped. Getting too close to that wall that it's making me slow on the exit. Because I'm concerned whether I'm going to hit it or not, so I'm having a little moment of not really doing anything to see if I'm going to hit the wall, where I should be either on the power or on the brakes a bit more really. Come on. What did I say? Decent lap because it's not going to count right from the beginning I said it. It's always the case. As soon as that lap doesn't count, you're going to do a belter. It's not a belter like, but it's nearly 4/10 faster than my quickest, and it would have been my quickest time if it had counted. Into first to try and get it stopped with the gears, back into second. I outbroke myself a little bit there. I actually broke early, lifted off the brakes a bit and then broke again because I knew I broke too early, and it ended up being late in the end. This track is something else, and not in a good way. I mean, what is that corner there? Oh dear, like I say, might be one of those tracks. Love it. Some people might absolutely love it, but a bit of a strange one to me. Oh come on, I keep doing that. I was just heading towards the barrier and I'm making it so hard for myself. I need to brake a bit more. That was an absolute terrible effort through that corner. I literally just drove into the barrier. Oops, wasting this lap as well. It's always the case though, to try and get a bit faster. It's alright, you can start out with a couple of nice laps because you're not trying to go, you're not trying to gain. You're just trying to get around the, the track and get a time in to start with. So I don't really lose a lot of laps at the beginning, and then as soon as I start having to push a little bit to try and gain more time, I just lose lap after lap after lap. Look, the last 3 laps have all been voided laps, so I need to make sure this one counts, if nothing else. Got no chance of beating your time if none of your laps are counting. Messed it up as well by outbraking myself into T1, so I'm going to have to do a hell of a job. I'm 3/10 down on my time already, so I'm going to have to do a hell of a job of trying to get that back. 3/10 isn't the smallest margin to try and get back. It's nearly 5 tenths now as well because of my horrific exit out there, and it's just growing up to 6 tenths. Over 6 tenths now. Right, you can improve by just getting stopped into this corner. There we go. I think I'm still going too wide there. There's a load of marbles and I'm just driving all over them, so I'm probably losing grip because of that. It's probably not. I need to mix it up a bit and try something else through that corner. So I'm not massively experienced at this track, so I'm still kind of figuring out how the best way to attack everything is. And this Ghost, because I might actually go back on that's something I could do as well. Go back and pick a time that's a bit slower. I might actually have a chance of following it and seeing what they do. So this Ghost is that quick, I can't see where he's braking or anything. It's a bit pointless really. Right. Let's see where we are. Let's just have a little break, a little reset. See where we are already. Alright, so we've got a gold time. They can definitely get a bit quicker than that though, so I'll carry on. But yeah, let's change the Ghost. Where am I on the friends? So I'm in 6th, so not the best. Right, and what time have I got? So I'm like 2 seconds off the fastest time, so I'm a long way off. Right, okay. Let's get a slower Ghost. Go down somewhere near the bottom, the 100. See where the last replay, so there, 14.96, which is still in the top 100. So I'll use this guy's, it's in 98th place. I'll use this guy's Ghost, and hopefully I could stay a little bit closer to it so I get some kind of benefit from using it. Otherwise, it's a bit pointless if I can't see where the guy is braking and everything. Sometimes you get to the point where if you put a bit of time in, or it just suits you, the kind of time trial that you're doing, where I literally try and race the Ghost. I'm trying to actually like race it like a really fast lap in a race, basically trying to keep with it and trying to put pressure on and stuff like that, where you feel like you can and stuff, and that's how I try and get a really, really fast time, but you've got to be somewhere near it to be able to do it. Right, come on. I'm still braking too late into there, I keep messing that up. It's not actually the worst exit, but then I've gone too fast into there, so I went to brake for longer than I should be. This is the one where you can really just keep it on the brakes all the way into the corner. So these Ghosts do go quite wide into here. That wasn't too bad a line I've been taking, it turns out then. This feels like a better lap so far, and I haven't got a delta time to tell me how I'm doing, but feels quite good. Don't think I needed to brake through there, but it's not done me too much harm. It's probably a little bit slow, but kept it nice and settled and allowed me to be quite aggressive on the exit. Keep this going round here, nearly broke too much. I think that's a decent time, it felt like it anyway. 16.2, so that's my fastest time. Sometimes that little break, even if it's just a minute or two, mixing it up a little bit, changing the Ghosts. That's a better exit out of there as well, it felt like it. Not really got time to look at the delta every single corner. I feel like I'm short shifting a bit from second to third on the exit of that one. Maybe rev it out a little bit more in second. I went to, I don't know what it is about that corner. You kind of, like a two-part corner, you're kind of braking for this imaginary point and then turning in again. I can't quite master it yet. It'll take a few more attempts to get better at that corner. This corner, I mean, you can easily get a bad line going on through there, and then all of a sudden you're lifting out because you've got so much understeer. You do it right, and you don't feel that at all. You just got the line right. It's completely line dependent. Is this track really is? Every single corner. There's one line through it, and that's the fast way. It's not that. It's not that line either. I'm just delayed on the power coming out of there. I need to be on it a bit quicker. The Ghost showing me that I can do it, but I'm like hesitating and then being a bit slow at it when I actually get back on the power. I revved it out in second a bit more there, and it's actually dropped me on the delta time, so maybe a bit of a short shift into third might be beneficial at that corner. Oh, do not hit the wall, that was close. And maybe into second gear here as well, because I feel like I'm struggling to get out of there a little bit. It's building the revs really slowly, but maybe it's right. Alright, try and carry a bit more speed for this one. Bit closer to the right hand side. Early turning on the left hand side so I can keep my foot in. Yes, that's better. It's only a slight difference in line, but it makes all the difference. God, that was close. That felt like a rallying moment there where you've just done something wrong and you're panicking before you hit a tree. Come on. That wasn't too bad. Keep still going that little bit deep instead of just holding the apex all the way through. Tiny nuances here, but that's where I'm losing the time. It's not that long a track, so it is just all these little differences that make all the difference through the whole lap. And I keep revving out in second. I'm just trying to come out of there in third if I can next time, if I remember. How many laps do I do as well? How many attempts do I actually have? Yeah, it felt nice through, I'm going to say, felt nice through there. My delta were down, but it's just popped up. Right, little lift, get it turned in nice and early. Almost aimed towards the wall rather than the white line. Little lift to get the understeer gathered up though on the exit, which is always annoying. That last corner's, well, it's not the last corner, there's not wrong with the track, it's this car. So bad, as soon as you get on the power, the understeer's horrific. Just ruins every single corner. You just want to get on the power as early as you can, but you can't because it just sends you wide. You could actually be on the power like earlier everywhere here, but it just sends you wide into barriers if you do it. Trying a bit of a different line. Just go for the early short shift to third. No, not really. Made a massive difference. That corner just seems so hit and miss. Can't quite master it. Like alright at one lap and then a bit crap the next. This feels like I'm getting a bit better at this section. Turning in really early and actually touching the grass a bit there is quite beneficial. This last corner's not actually that bad. It kind of like does give you the line nicely for the last corner, doing a bit of late braking and going straight on. Just this first sector really, it's tricky. Tricky to be nice and neat. Have I done it again? Have I literally outbroke myself again? I have. It's not too bad again, but I have. Why can't I brake for that first corner? You think I'd have learnt by now and done it at least once, but no. Anyway, we're on a decent start. I've broke too early into here. This is the one that I can brake all the way around the corner pretty much. Right. Just a matter of getting a nice, neat, fast lap in now and getting it all neat so you can just get on the power really early. I can't quite manage to do it in that first sector. I'm on a 16, what have I done? A 16.2, so I don't think I'll massively improve. Well, what's the time? 14.3 was the fastest time, wasn't it? So it's not a massive improvement then, is it, on what I did before really? Yeah, I'm going to start doing the opposite to what I'm trying then, because nothing's working. which is actually braking a lot earlier and getting the apexes nice and tidy. I'm going to go the opposite. I'm not going to late brake whatsoever. Early brake, the ghost will go in front of me. But try and keep it nice and neat. Early braking, oh yeah. Roll it in nice and gently. Just roll it into this one, don't even touch the brakes. I'm up on my time, it's not too bad a technique, it's kind of working, not much, and I'm losing it now, but slight improvement, so it's not hurt me trying to do that. Equally as fast as I've managed so far. I am actually on for a very, oh no, pretty much equal to my last lap. It was my fastest, 16.1. I'm getting that line wrong, I've just had to lift only a smidge. It's not like a full lift, I'm not lifting off the accelerator fully, but just lifting up a little bit just to gain that front end grip because of all the understeer, and it just loses that a little bit of time. Especially when obviously people have done like near perfect laps around here. This is still a top 100 time that I'm chasing on the go, so it's still a very good time. It's just all the difference basically. I'm getting better at that little first second corner bit. I feel like I'm slowly gelling with this track, even though I don't like it. Oh, I got on the power as early as him then, that's it. Oh, right. Just got to not crash for the rest of the lap and carry this on. No. A little lift again and I've lost my pan. Not too much, I'm still 2 tenths up. I'm going to say I thought I'd lost all my time then. I'm slow up this hill because of it though. Aim for the wall, not the curb. Try and get as close as possible. Better through there, and didn't have to lift, even though I'm losing time again. Slight improvement, but I lost my, I was like over a 10th up at one point then. Right, at least we're nailing the first corner now. We are making slowly making good progress. Oh, look at that for close to the ghost. That's the closest I've been out of there to the ghost. Let's see if we can carry it on. It's this corner here. He absolutely flies through it. Oh, it's the understeer. It's like that perfect balance of getting your foot down so early, but without creating any understeer for yourself. Otherwise, you just have to lift off again and you lose your time. It's not worth doing. The same with this one. You've got to get to the point where you can get back on the accelerator but without it pushing you wide. So front end limited, this car. It's all about like getting on the power as early as possible but not to overdo the grip. Still got to balance that front end grip. I'm up a little bit, nearly 2 tenths. Can I carry it on through the last corner? Please don't mess it up. Could be an improvement. Ooh, just over a 10th quicker, so I'm into the 15s. I feel like this braking really early into the first corner is actually doing me better than when I was trying to brake a lot later. And you'd think that braking later gains you loads of time, and it can do if you can absolutely master it, but can you do it lap after lap after lap? That's the thing. Whereas early braking gives you the opportunity to always get it stopped. So you can do it lap after lap after lap. I think I'm going to give it another couple of laps, but I'm going to struggle to improve now, I've got a feeling. Quite happy that I've got into the 15s. Certainly can improve at this corner, because every single time I do it I feel like I'm really slow. And it counts all the way up here as well. It's all uphill, so it's a bit of a challenge for the car. And every mile an hour that extra you can carry makes a lot of difference up a big uphill straight. Not that it's straight, but it's just flat out for a long time. I was going to say I've improved again, but I lost it all in the last corner there. So I'm using that like, it's like a dark, looks like tarmac square on the run down to T1. I'm pretty much braking on that, just to give myself plenty of time to get it stopped now, instead of using the guys on the left hand side, dressed in red. Right, how early can I go? I see, I felt like I went quite early on the power there, and I'm still a bit slow. It's the crucial couple of corners on this track, and this is one of them. So it's the massive run up the hill. That's quite a good exit I've got there, to be fair. Better than I've done in the last couple of laps. 2/10 down on my fastest time there, so not on for an improvement right at the moment. Definitely better just lifting into that first one and then it being on the power. Oh crap. What happened there? What happened to my brakes? Felt like I did alright then, but it just was not getting stopped. Okay, no, I messed that up. Right, I'm going to have another look. See where I am. Quick slurp of juice. Have another look, see where I am, and maybe have another lap, maybe two, with a little moment's break. So I've done quite a decent time, like top 2.15%, 2,800 though, so a lot of fast people out there have beaten my time. It's actually put me first on my friend's leaderboard now, but I think, I don't get me wrong, I don't think there's much in it there for me. I don't think there's much for me to gain now. But I feel like there's a little bit. I feel like I could still get a slightly better lap in. Mainly because of that one corner where you kind of brake heading towards the barriers. I feel like, I don't know, I need to try second gear coming out of there. Might be a bit of a waste of time because it might be that high on the revs, so I'll end up changing back into third straight away. But I kind of need to try that because I haven't really tried that, and I just need to be a bit more precise on my braking to the point where I'm rolling it in nicely to that second apex, but nice and early enough to be able to get right on the power as early as possible. It's quite a hard corner, is that? There isn't that many corners like that in racing and on a lot of tracks either. Not that many where you're kind of braking through one corner to get lined up for the second. There is a few, don't get me wrong, but there's not that many of them. And I always, to be fair, I always find those kind of corners a bit tricky. This last corner's the same. Kind of braking through this first corner to get lined up to the second. It kind of lends itself a bit easier, a bit better to it. Doing that though. There's that last one. Right, so square on the floor, there it is. It's still not like, I could still overshoot it quite easily if I didn't hammer the brakes at the beginning. I short shifted. I think I just lost loads of time there, short shifting from second to third. I should have revved it out a bit more in second even. Trying it in second gear, so as I feared, it's kind of right at the top of the rev range, so I don't think that's really going to gain me much second gear on that corner. Just about neatening and tidying up this end as well. So you definitely get a bit more time through here, but not with that kind of line. These ghost times that are really quick are really good for the fact that they've seem to keep the power on where I can't. So they must have just absolutely nailed the line. Where's the ghost? Ooh, always good when you can't see the ghost. Here he is though, because I've just gone wide. Revved it out, yes! Got a bit of time out of it as well, right, definitely need to rev it out in second coming out of there. Don't get too excited, still got to finish the lap. That's not too bad through there, I think, feels alright. Didn't have too much steering lock on, so the car could get going a bit easier. I've got a nice early lift through here. Now back on the power just so I can do the rest of it flat out. He gets back on the power a lot earlier though, until then. Please get it stopped! Ah, going a bit too late into there. Like I say, this is where it gets a bit scrappy. Because I'm trying to get that a little bit here and there. Not really anything like easy to gain, so having to push or having to try and just line up these apexes a bit better to try and gain it. I'll give myself one more proper go at it and then I think that's it. Whether that's a lap or two I don't know, but we'll see. Just goes through there. I don't know how he does it. Just off. Felt like I did that really neatly and tidy, you know, really neat and tidy then, about as good as I've done it, but it still just disappears. Just leaves me. The ghost I'm talking about. And again, I'm not a top 100 driver, so I don't expect to be able to get up and beat this ghost, but it just goes to show where you are losing the time kind of thing. That's what I'm trying to point out. I need to brake earlier into here because I've been doing it wrong for about 3 laps in a row. That understeer is horrific through that last apex. 16.0, so not too bad a time, not too far off beating my fastest. I'll give it one last lap. This is it. I've got a little deep. Pretty close to the ghost, to be fair. Didn't feel amazing that, but not too slow. Better kept with the ghost a little bit, but still look at him go there. It's just different league. Pulls out a massive gap on me instantly at that corner. And I feel like I'm doing quite well at it. It's not like I feel like I'm going really slowly through it and messing it up. I feel like I'm actually doing it quite nicely. That's the frustrating bit. Really hard to actually see how he's making that difference. Should probably watch his replay, to be fair, but see what gears he's using and stuff. But I could possibly beat my time here if I get it. If I do, that means I've got to go and do another one as well. Right, wait, be patient, there we go. I have as well. Just brought it down, less than a 10th improvement on my overall fastest time, but I've just beaten it. It's an improvement, even though it's a small one. And that's what it's all about at this point, because I'm never going to gain a massive chunk. Not with my skill anyway. This is going to be the last lap if I don't improve again, which I doubt it now because I've just dropped off him there. Yeah, it just flies up there, I just don't get it. Maybe third gear exit, but I feel like it bogged down a little bit. It's the only thing I haven't really been trying. Can't really think of anything else to try through there, like to see how I can come out like he does. So not going to be an improvement by the look of it. I'm nearly 3 temps down. but there you go. In the grand scheme of consistency, it's not too bad, but for time trialing, it's always gutting because I'm down 2/10 now. Can I just make it all up in this last corner and improve still? I doubt it. Can I though? I'm right on the edge. It's not a bad line. It's not going to be an improvement though. 16-1, not too bad. Anyway, that was quite fun relearning that track. Like I say, not that familiar with it. Always handy having a ghost on. If I hadn't put the ghost on, then it would have taken me a lot longer to get a reasonable time because I'd have been sussing out the track for most of the time. So it certainly helps when you don't know the track, putting the ghost on. But yeah, I don't know how he comes out of this corner so fast. See if I can just do it now really slowly. Enter. No, that was the worst I've ever done it. And I was just rolling through. Right, anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to leave it there. Take it easy and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.